This is James, Fitness and Sports Instructor with PSP Kingston, with another workout of the day installment in the Yoga Flexibility and Mobility series. Just a quick reminder, if during this session you feel like you might have picked up an injury, just make sure you get it checked out with a medical professional to make sure it's nothing too serious. And if you are a CAF member, just make sure to fill out the CF98. Today's yoga session is going to be a bit of an express yoga, 10 to 15 minute session that you can run through, something that you can add at the beginning of the day, end of the day, or somewhere in the middle, focusing mostly on lower body components in this session. We're going to start off, first pose, child's pose. So from a kneeling position, arms extended, pushing the hips back. So really allowing those hips to drift back, allowing the arms to drift as far forward as possible. Allowing the lower back to relax. Focusing on deep diaphragmatic breathing throughout. And transitioning into our second pose, Cobra. Starting from a tabletop position, lowering down to the floor, pushing up into extension through the spine. Trying to create movement through the upper portion of the spine rather than the lower back. Again, focusing on that deep diaphragmatic breathing. And pushing back into tabletop position. Transitioning into a seated position for our next pose. We're going to do a modified forward fold. So for this, we're going to do a single leg version, bringing the left foot into the hip, right leg extended. From this position here, hinging through the hip, extending the arms. With each breath, trying to relax deeper into the stretch. Again, trying to hinge through the hip portion. Still focusing on the deep diaphragmatic breathing. And slowly coming back into the tall position, transitioning to the other leg. Again, bringing that palm of the foot into the instep of the hip, left leg extended, hinging through the hip. Try and keep that elongation of the spine right from the base of the neck to the lower back. Two more deep breaths. And slowly returning to tall seated position. Transitioning to our next pose. From tabletop, we're going to go into pigeon. Stepping the right leg forward. Pushing the left leg back, creating an angle through the hip and the knee. The closer to 90 degrees, the deeper the stretch will be. So bringing that heel in towards the hip will make this a little less aggressive. And then slowly lowering down, chest to the floor. Still focusing on our breathing. Taking a few more deep breaths. And bringing the hands up, pushing up, stepping the foot back, and switching to the opposite leg, bringing the left foot forward, creating that angle, pushing the right leg back. And again, lowering the chest down to the floor, using the hands to brace. Again, focusing on that deep belly breathing, sinking deeper into the stretch with each breath. And a few more deep breaths. And pushing through the hands, coming up right, stepping the left foot back, and coming into a tabletop or tall kneeling position. For the next pose, if you have your mat, you can fold your mat just to create some softness for the knee for the next pose. Folded up towel, something just to create a little bit of softness. So from that tall kneeling position, stepping the left foot forward, pivoting the hands beside the foot. And from this position here, opening up through the chest, grabbing the top of the right foot and pulling with that arm to bring that heel up and back. Few more deep breaths. And releasing the right foot. Bringing the hands back down, stepping the left foot back, readjusting, and moving to the other side, stepping into a lunge, hands positioned beside the foot. Bringing the left foot up and reaching the right foot back, grabbing the top of the foot. Keeping that elongation through the spine. Using the breathing to relax the muscles and get deeper into the stretch. One more deep breath. And releasing the left foot. Stepping the right foot back. And finishing with some of the spinal relaxation work that we began with. We'll go in the opposite pattern, starting with Cobra. Bringing the chest down to the floor, pushing up through the hands. Creating extension through the spine. And trying to create that movement through the upper portion of the spine. Rather than through the lower back. One more deep breath. And coming back into tabletop position and transitioning to child's pose. Extending the arms out, pushing the hips back. Really trying to relax into this last pose here, allowing that lower back to relax. Do some flexion, some rounding. Really extending through the arms. A few more deep breaths. And slowly rising up in that tabletop position. And that concludes the Express Yoga. That was 14 minutes roughly of the poses. So this is just a quick little 10 to 15 minute piece that can be done at the beginning, middle, any portion of the day. Just a quick one to run through, just kind of loosen some things up. Additionally, if you wanted to add in a little bit of a meditative piece, just to focusing on your breathing, a couple minutes at the beginning and the end. would be also beneficial as well, just to kind of relax in and out of the session. If you have any questions or concerns, please make sure to let us know in the comments section, and give us a like and a follow on all of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, PSP Kingston, as well as the PSP Kingston YouTube channel, where you'll find all of the other workout of the day streams, including today's and all of the other videos from past that you can browse through. And if you like the content, let us know. Best of luck.
PSP Kingston, the health and wellness provider for the military community.